To those who know me well, it should come as no great surprise that I am a bit of a World War II fanatic. I like the ground warfare, I like the air warfare, and I like the naval warfare. Well, at least the equipment used in it. Such as this, the Yorktown-class aircraft carrier. This one is specifically USS Hornet, though it is actually playing as another carrier today, USS Wasp CV-7. Very similar to a Yorktown class, but different. Smaller, not quite as good. Still, Wasp served a not insignificant role in the early years of the Second World War, or at least until she was sunk in the middle of 1942. And she was sunk not far from here, Guadalcanal, if I'm not mistaken. But in this case, USS Wasp, played by the Hornet, is going to be sunk by a completely different enemy. At least that is the plan. I've changed Wasp's aircraft loadout. She has 30 F4F Wildcats, 20 TBF Avengers, and 40 SBD Dauntlesses. The Avengers have replaced the older and less effective TBD-1 Devastator. And that's a fair amount of aircraft, probably more than the Wasp actually had, but the Wildcats are going to be not quite as useful because they only get access to machine guns. So essentially, those Wildcats are completely useless in this scenario. And what is this scenario then? What is this other enemy? Well, you can see it right there. Atago class DDG, standing in for another very similar vessel called Mirai. Mirai is a fictional Japanese guided missile destroyer from the manga/anime Zipang. Zipang. This is a very capable ship. It is quite modern. The Atago class that I'm using is from 2007. It would probably be more realistic to say a Congo class, but the Euro mod does not have access to the Congo yet. It hasn't been put into the game. The mod, rather. Very effective vessel for its type. It has a 127mm 62 caliber naval gun. Two 20mm Sea-Whiz guns, one bow, one stern. 24 RIM 161s, these are SM3s. These are made to launch against ballistic missiles, and they are not going to be particularly useful. RIM 66M SM2 MRs, Block 3B, these are going to be the primary means of defense. Also, we have anti-submarine ASROCs, going to be useless, torpedoes, and the SSM-1B anti-ship missile. Mirai was a bit different compared to this ship. Mirai, instead of having these SSM-1Bs, had tomahawks and harpoons. As far as I'm aware, no Japanese ship at the time had this. I think the closest thing we're going to have is something like the Asahi-class destroyer. There we go, Evolved Sea Sparrow. I don't think any of them have the Sea Sparrow. Let's have a look. The Maya has SM3s, more Evolved Sea Sparrows. I don't think we've got anything quite old enough to... Well, yeah, the Atago class we have is probably slightly updated. It's the only other option I would have would be to replace Mirai, the Atago class, with an American Arleigh Burke. Something along the lines of a Flight 2A. Something like USS Lassen. You've got RIM 66 M2s, RIM 156 SM2ERs, RGM 109s, the Tomahawk land attack missile, unable to strike a ship. And still no sign of the Sea Sparrow. Probably out of service by this time. RJ-109Es possibly should be able to attack a ship if we use something like the USS Mason. But still no sign of the evolved Sea Sparrow. So essentially we are going to be using a ship that has largely SM2s. Still a capable missile, even if these are probably older versions. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I watched the anime, the ship, the Mirai, had to wait a long time for the American aircraft to get into range, or to get closer, as they wanted to use the shorter range weapons due to the fact that since they were a ship out of time, and with no way to replace them, they wanted to limit their usage of the standard missiles. It's a very old, complicated anime. It can be quite difficult to follow if you've not seen it before. And probably I should watch it again at some point. It was quite fun, even if it wasn't the best. This is a very similar scenario to what happened in the 1981 film The Final Countdown, where the USS Nimitz goes back to the day of the Pearl Harbor attacks. There, it was a fully armed, fully capable United States nuclear-powered aircraft carrier against the entire Japanese attack force. But in that movie, the Nimitz got sent back to 1981 at the end of the film. No such luck in Zipang. Mirai gets sent back in time by a very similar anomaly, and then nothing happens to send her back. She's stuck in the 1940s. Hey everyone, I can't help but noticing that 92% of my viewers are not subscribed. And you know, that's okay. You don't have to subscribe. I can't force you to. But it would really help me out if you hit that big red button next to my channel name and subscribed and hit the bell. And if you really like my content, you can join my channel memberships as well. There should be a blue button down there somewhere. You can get early access to my videos for as little as £1 a month, or $1, or $1.49 if you're Australian, or $1.99 Brazilian reals, or $5.99 South African rand. Whatever your country, it's dirt cheap. I'm just a one-man team, so I can offer a little more than this, but it would really help my channel out if you did. Right, so here we are. I have taken control of the USS Wasp. I know it's the Hornet. Shush. I don't have the Wasp. We don't have the Wasp in the World War II mod yet. I have to do this because otherwise the carrier will probably launch its planes, and then the planes will do nothing, just circle about here doing nothing at about 10,000 feet. So I've got to take control of the Hornet here in order to actually get the planes to do something, and then I can use the console commands to take control of the Mirai. Mirai, I am certain, has already detected us, but she can't classify us. However, I think, if what I'm understanding is correct, this little tick here means that the ship, it's been confirmed that the ship is out here. So, we've got to launch our planes. Whole bunch of Dauntlesses. Let's get... well, I've got to have 12. And then another 12 Avengers. Ooh, a bit of a... There we go. It was just the planes loading in. Let's get these planes up in the sky. Speed things up. In the meantime, I will... gonna be about here. So what I will do is draw roughly where it is. It's a bit closer than the ruler marker, so we will use that as our reference. Keep these Dauntlesses at a respectable altitude. We will launch all the attack planes, or at least many of them. Here come the first Avengers. And then, after the Avengers, we will have another 12 Dauntlesses launching. In the meantime, let's see what Atago is doing. She's on weapons tight, which means she will not be firing anything anytime soon. She is acting purely in self-defense, which is fairly accurate to how the show was. And now we will start sending these guys. Got another sizable attack force here. There should be at least one missile for every plane.
Roger, turn 221.
Up to 6,000 feet.
Roger, turn, roger, go to altitude. Roger, roger.
The Avengers can stay at a fairly low altitude. We will only send them up to 3,000 feet for a little bit of fuel economy. And I don't know why it's gone up there. It shouldn't be up there. The last two Dauntlesses on the way up. So we now have all of these planes. This is a sizable attack force. It was a fairly sizable attack force in the anime too. Right, now we've got this sizable attack force on the way. Let's see what Mirai is doing. I unfortunately will not be able to see what Mirai sees due to the fact that I'm the blue team and this is the red team. So I've basically got to make an educated guess. These planes are going to be coming at about as fast as they can. Put them at maximum speeds. Fairly slow. They're all spread out. It's just a matter of waiting, or I could just speed things up. Mirai is going to detect them. In fact, they should have been detected by now. I'm going to put one of these up to 10,000 feet and see what happens. Got some rather buggy kinematics going on. And these planes are getting very close. Mirai would know that these planes are the enemy, essentially. So let's make sure all of these are weapons free. The Avengers are going to require a little bit more micromanagement, as the game doesn't quite know how to get planes to drop torpedoes on ships, that is. It sort of tries to use them in the same way that it would against a submarine, I think. So all these on weapons 3, which means they should attack the destroyer. The lack of sea sparrows could be a bit of a problem here. Realistically, at this point, Mirai knows that all of these are hostile. Can I get it to classify them? I don't think so, due to the limitations. So instead, we will put it on weapons free. There go the missiles. Look at this! And there goes, I think she just launched an SSM-1B against the Yorktown, the Wasp rather, Oh, and here we go! The plane's getting shot down as we speak.
We're hit. Same launch. Same launch. Multiple hostile air. We're hit. Same launch. Same launch.
It's no contest.
Same launch. Same launch. Multiple
They're doing what they can to evade.
contacts detected.
It's completely useless.
Multiple hostile air. Contacts detected. Multiple hostile.
Oh, these are Room 66s that are completely missed.
Same launch. Same launch. Multiple hostile air. Contacts detected.
Yorktown, rather, Wasp. Launch whatever planes you have left.
Same launch. We've been hit. Multiple hostile.
It's just complete. Oh dear, these guys eviscerated. Absolutely eviscerated. This is much more effective than what Mirai was able to achieve in the anime. In the anime, she destroyed 2/3 of the attack force in less than a minute. Here, she has destroyed pretty much the entire attack force. I don't know why they're trying to fight the missiles. The missiles are not things to shoot. Come on. I know I put you on weapons free. That does not mean you go and shoot at a missile. Okay, I don't know why they're doing this. Come on. Formation recall.
Ceasefire track.
Yeah, we went from several dozen aircraft to 8, 9, 10, 11 in one go. However, Mirai has completely run out of her SM2s, which makes her slightly vulnerable now. She still has the SM3s, but they're not going to be anywhere near as useful. Okay, the game about had a hissy fit. Looks like I forgot about something. Look at this! No wonder these missiles missed the planes, because they were targeted at the Wasp. And now they're doing very strange things. And Wasp is in a very compromising position here, because she is in the middle of air operations. She's launching the second strike. Are these missiles gonna do anything? Are they gonna hit? I think so. Oh.
Vampire, bearing.
I think one of the missiles actually got shot down. And there she goes. Mirai used a tomahawk in the anime. Here she used a bunch of standard missiles. Yeah, that's the end of this.
Roger, turn 220. Roger, Buster.
There goes Wasp. Let's see if we can get revenge. She still has her guns. SM3s, and that's... There you go. 161s, there we go. Firing the SM3s. Opening and launching another one. Doesn't quite like having to launch them though. It's lagging every time a new one is set to launch.
Track 7001 is classified. Hostile warship.
That's going very high. Okay, well, you know what to do. I think. Attack, attack, attack. She still has the Sea Whiz.
全速前進
Evasive maneuvers.
We're hit.
Ah, come on, I select the SM3s.
トラック光線
We've been hit.
Oh! No wonder she launched the SM3s. She hit the ones right at the back. The second strike, so to speak. But now she's got to use them against ships, planes that are a lot closer. To stop lagging. I just want to select the SM3s and see the range. Still got to get closer. Looks like she's trying to evade. Can you stop doing that? Please? Target's too close, apparently. Can you stop? Please stop lagging. Come on. I'm just wanting peace. It isn't like that. Wow, come on. Come on. You can use them, surely. Phalanx. Getting close enough. Time to use that phalanx.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
That is a very poor attempt at shooting a plane down. Bombs away. Very accurate fire from the 5-inch gun, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The thing you want to be shooting at is that one.
トラック光線中射撃中止トラック光線
Bombs landing nearby.
Bombs away. On station.
The Seawiz doing its best. It's not gonna help. Is that a 1,000-pounder? It is. Mirai's taken some damage. I mean, once she ran out of standard missiles, she was screwed. Mutual annihilation.
Bombs away.
And now she's dead in the water. Mirai's going down here. There we go.
0, 1. Bombs away.
Meanwhile, the SSM-1Bs have finally made contact with Yorktown, with Wasp. Not that it really matters. The ship was already dead. Mirai is dead too. So it seems that this is roughly how it would have actually played out. You use up all of your standard missiles, and that's it. Though, of course, Mirai was, being a fictional ship, had a few more capabilities that the Atago does not, like Sea Sparrows and Tomahawks. Maybe she would have been a little more capable.